This is Jay here from Journey of a Whitefeather for a chat with someone who lives in the same state as I did, and I do sometimes, Melbourne. We've got Davey H here. I've left it open in a way where this guy, mate, I have to say thank you for supporting the channel on TikTok. Because every time I look up at one of my videos that gone up, you can guarantee this legend of a person up here, he's going to be liking, sharing, and also commenting. So, Davey H, he's here on Journey of a Whitefeather, talk about his life. He's inspirational. Have a look at his channel. Just some of the stuff he does and what he says. He loves life. He wants the best for everyone. And this is what we're trying to get out of these chats, to learn about normal, everyday people and legends like this bloke over here. So, Davey, welcome to a Journey of a Whitefeather, a chat with Jay. Thanks so much for coming on.
Wow, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you so much. I got goosebumps, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, mate, Jesus. It's this is why I like interviewing just the normal everyday person, but you're not normal every day. The stuff you put on TikTok, man, I've always, obviously you say I always like your videos, and it's just the same sort of thing as what I'm doing, just trying to get the good word out, mate. Tell us a little bit about how you got into that, mate, because I mean, there's obviously a backstory behind where you are. You're smiling. I mean, we've just known each other, man. The energy's here, man. You're here to live the best life you can. You can already tell that, mate. You can see that you can feel that in the energy that you got coming on this show.
Wow, thank you so much, man. I don't know, the family I was born into, very dysfunctional, very dysfunctional family, man. My whole life, a very violent sort of, they're all always on substance abuse and stuff like that. I don't know. And but I was never like that. I was always born to spread the love, man. And I just never could understand why I'd look at my family and then I'd look at everyone else and everyone else would treat me like nice. Everyone would be really nice to me, and I would help. All I wanted to do was just help people. I'd help everything, even a fly. If I saw a fly stuck, I would help the fly, man. I just love helping people, and I just
and
know
look how
I was
genuine
born.
it is. Look how genuine that is, man. Look at,
yeah.
I mean, we talk about energies. I've got a couple of friends of mine, Ira Moffrey over in Peru. I've got Jackie Lyons over in Canada, Diana and Sarah. And we always talk about, and Cortez from England, and we always talk about energy and the vibration. You've got it, man. It's just my personal opinion. Obviously, I wouldn't have reached out, and we need to hear you. Sorry for the interrupter. Just had to say it. I had to give you.
It's all good, man.
I had to give you a big plug, man. You're doing it. It's great. Keep going.
Oh, you're a legend, man. Yeah, no. So I grew up in a real rough part of town. I grew up in Melbourne. We moved all the way from England straight to Melbourne, and it was I know. Yeah, man. It was a really rough town. I was there 18 years, and you learn a lot. It's a beautiful town in the sense that if there was no violence or stuff like that, it would be a very tight town. But anyway, yeah, I've been around a lot of rough people, but I've never been like that. So it helped me to help people that want to be helped. And yeah, I don't know. That's how I've been on my journey. And my mum's a psychic medium, and I've always been in tune.
Give her a plug, mate. Give her a plug about where she's at.
Oh, yeah, no, I would, man. But we don't speak anymore.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all good. She's just naturally got this talent, man. It's just all good. But that's where I guess it started from. She was teaching me when I was a young man and a young kid, actually. Sorry. And then it just came naturally. So I've just always, I don't know, I've always been in touch with animals, birds. As a kid, I'd always stare at the sun, and everyone would be going, "Hey, don't stare at the sun. It's going to hurt your eyes." And I'd be like, "Nah, it's all good." And I don't know why. I just always did it. Even from 4 years old, I'd just always be staring at the sun and always in tune with stuff like that. And
would you say, mate? Would you say when you're when what you're doing right now? And I could appreciate what you just said. Do you have a lot of reflection back when you were a child? You could sort of see the sort of the relevance of what happened when you were a child, and sort of comprehending why you did things. Now the answers have come out right now with where you're at in this time right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing, man. It was I wouldn't change a thing. Like, it's just, it made me who I am. You know, it made me realize who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing here on this earth. You know, I knew from day one. All I had to do, I needed to spread love to everyone. I just knew. I always did. I was one of those kids. I'd walk past and go, "Hi, how are you? Hello." You know,
Can I ask you on that one, mate? I mean, I did a video. I saw Steve Guttenberg a couple of months ago, and he was saying, "See what happens when you say good morning to people. How do you?
yeah,
I mean, I know myself. I say hello regardless. I mean, we got people we don't get on with and all those kind of things and stuff. But and you go through a time where you guys sort of go, oh, just withdraw. But when you say hello to people, do you get mixed responses, or do you get sort of like a surprise? I find I get a lot of, especially in Australia, I get a surprise look. When I was overseas, I go, hey, how you going, mate? You know,
yeah.
how do you find it?
Yeah, it's mixed. So you get people that are shocked that they just stare at you and you're like, "Hey, have a good day. It's all right."
Yep.
And then you keep walking. You got people that just stare at you and go like
Yep.
this. And then
Yep.
you've got
Yep.
people that are just recipient and they'll just be like, "Hey man, you know, like," and you can tell those who have had a hard life or who are just open to receiving friendship and energy, you know, like, yeah, I get mixed emotions, yeah, all the time, but I just love it. I can't help it. I just know it's just going to make someone's day, even if it's a smile and a thumbs up. Like, I always nod. Like, I got nothing to fear from no one, man. I'm here doing my journey, you know, and if I can help someone feel safe, even if they're the biggest bully in the room or the biggest alpha, man, I'll give them a nod and a smile and give them that look, as in, I'm no threat to you, you're no threat to me, but you're a brother, you know.
That's it.
And then they'll turn from being alpha to a loving machine, you know, and they'll want to be friends with you and do what you're doing, you know.
It's really funny you say that, because obviously we go through what we go through, and you know, you have those people that you block. And I think, you know, being in this sort of, we'll call it the spiritual realm, if you want to put it that way, you do see different sides of things.
Yeah.
So with regards to knowing, you know, having that good intention and stuff, where's your purpose at the moment? Where are you walking to? Where are you at right now? Because your videos are awesome on TikTok. We'll give that a massive plug and make sure people share it, and we share on TikTok all the time when your videos
Yeah.
do come up. Where are you right now? What's your key purpose at the moment? So have you found your purpose, or have you got, so are you evolving, or where are you at?
Yeah, man. Like, I'm at a stage in life where I just want to heal everyone, everything, and just raise the frequencies as high as I possibly can so we can all unite as one. You know, I've got this vision in my head where when I do chants and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I picture the whole world, I don't even call them countries anymore. I just call them regions, man, because we're all in the same earth, you know. We're all in the same realm, earth realm, you know. And I just picture everyone holding hands and clapping at the same time and making this beautiful, like, reverb, high frequency energy that would dispel all the negative energies, man. So I'm just at that stage. I just want to make people feel safe, man. They're like,
What?
it's been a dangerous world, and I
Yeah.
just want everyone to feel safe when they're around me or when in my energy field. Like, everyone can feel safe. I don't care who you are. I'll protect you. I'll love you. I'm not afraid to tell a full grown man, bro, I love you, man. Like, you're a legend. There's nothing wrong with that. It's
Yep.
sometimes the biggest, baddest dude in that ego side, they need to hear that just so it can pull them back, you know?
Okay, this is a really good question for you. So we're looking at
Yeah.
ego, because we go through, I started doing all this stuff for about 20 odd years, which was great, which is your old 3D self. Then you have your spiritual awakening, which we fell on our backsides, and what happened, this changed my life. And then going overseas changed it again.
Yeah.
How do you, this is a good question for everyone, how do you control your ego and your because we're living in masculine energy at the moment. We won't go too much into it, but you've got masculine and feminine at the moment. How do you control yourself with regards to your masculine and feminine? How do you make that part of your great journey that you've got? And as I said, very positive, man. We love it.
Yeah, no, I just be in the moment. I'll pull myself back to the moment. If I feel I'm not in the moment, and then I don't know, I just pull my attention right back to the moment. And in that moment, I just feel at peace, man. I feel at love. Like seriously, I'm not thinking in the past. I'm not thinking in the future.
Yep.
I'm being now, and that's how that pulls me back into alignment with everything, man.
So you're doing
And
really well. So how do you? Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What was the time in your life that really ticked that box? You go, nah. You said you've always said spread love, and we've all done it, but we've all got this journey that we've had to go on to get to right where we're sitting right now. Is there a particular
yeah,
point in your life that gone? I have to make that change. Like I'll call it the spiritual awakening for use of a better word. Is there anything
all
particular that you found that got you into that mindset that you said right now, or off the top of your
right.
head?
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just like it's always been this way for me
Yep.
because I've always had people because I've always been nice to everyone. So there's always people, family, mainly my whole family,
Yep. Yep. So you've been in very
and
support.
strangers.
You've been in a very
They
supportive environment most of your life anyway. So it looks like you've
well,
always had that. You've had that. I mean, everyone's got their challenges. Don't get me wrong.
no, I've never had support, brother. I've always come here. I had to do everything myself, man. My own family bashed me every day. They put me down every day. It's a real sad story. Um, Man,
So
I used to cry as an adult, bro. I used to for 10 years straight, man, every day where I'd in my mind I'd be driving to work going, I don't want to be around this world anymore. Everyone's too hurtful. No one
there
gets
it
it.
is.
And
There it is. Keep going. There it is. Keep going,
yeah,
mate.
and every day I planned it. Every day for 10 years straight, man. I was like, this is it. Let's do it, man. This is it. It's time to leave. I would scream outside. I'd run outside every day and I'd yell out to the universe and I'd say, take me, man. Why am I even here? What's the point? You know, I'm nice to everyone. Everyone treats me like shit. Everyone tries to, and you know, the people that took advantage of me, like I trained martial arts my whole life, man. Like
Yep. Now,
inside, I
what do
had,
you, can I just ask? Because I've got Zendikai black belt and pro wrestling behind me.
oh yeah, no, I'm going to ask you some questions about that. So, but anyway,
That's all
so I
right.
could always take care of myself, even as a kid. But people would still take advantage of me because they knew I wouldn't hurt them. And then that's what hurt me even more. And I'm just like, this is crazy. And I had no family. All my family's overseas. I've got no family in Australia. Seriously, I've got no family in Australia. The parents I came here with, they're all just, it's a broken family, man. Very violent, broken, dysfunctional family. And so I just had to learn for myself, man. And it just got to the point where all I would do was make everyone else happy. And I'd never,
Bloody
like even
awesome,
my
mate.
paps, everyone, man, I've never made myself, but I'd always look myself in the mirror and I'd always go, bro, you're a fucking legend, man. You're doing it,
How? Okay,
bro.
here's another one for you, right? This is amazing. I'm so glad you came on. Really,
I'm
seriously.
sorry I'm not answering your questions properly.
No, you're not. This is about you, mate. Don't be sorry on this channel, man. It's about you, and I'm loving it.
Thank you, man.
I'm loving it. That's why this is all about you. Don't worry about I'm just guiding, mate. The I had a question about what do people do in the morning? Do you go up in the morning and how hard is it, or how easy is it to tell yourself you love yourself in the mirror? Because everyone goes in the mirror and goes, "Oh, look at that. That's crap. I look like crap." Very easy, you know. And and my belief is we've been built in that culture. How easy is it for you to say I love you every morning? Tell the viewers.
Man, it's so easy. I tell myself I love myself all the time, man. I love you. I thank you. Man, it's being in the moment is what saved me, man. Being in the moment because
Okay.
you're safe. You're
Yep.
safe, man. And here's another thing too, though. Like, all right, my whole life I'm a precog, man. Like I get visions come through. I've always had this as a kid.
Yep.
Like I'll know what's
Yep.
going to happen in the immediate future. I'll know if it's important, it'll come. So I've always
Yep.
known. So I get visited a lot. It's very crazy. You don't have to put this up on the thing, man.
No, mate. Hey,
Uh,
I do. I get the same. I get the same stuff. I get these when you're connected to
okay, awesome.
source. When you're connected to source, and you
Yeah,
connect, and you know source is you.
yeah.
I think you've got a better grip on it than I have in a lot of ways, man. And I'm so glad you're on this channel, man. I'm really, really grateful.
Thank you so much, Jay. So I know I've always been safe. I've always been safe, and I've always known
Awesome.
it because they always come through in my dreams, and they always tell me beautiful messages. They'll train me in
Awesome.
certain things.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So it's very easy for me because from where I came from to now, I always look at myself like again in the mirror, and I'll say, man, and I'll look back and I'll thank my future self again, and I'll be like, thank you, man, thank you so much, and I just appreciate every single experience I've had, man. So I've had a real hard. We all have hard life. It's such a hard grind, this life,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. And we got our
But
own we got our own challenges. Like everyone's got their own
yeah,
challenges, you know.
exactly, man. We're all paths
I
with
think,
different ones.
and the thing is with what we're doing at the moment is, you know, there's a lot of obviously I can talk about, you know, moon cycles and all that, blue moon coming through, Mercury retrograde, and all those kind of things that are really making us look within ourselves. And I think a lot of it, a lot of it is to do with actually focusing in on ourselves, not telling people bugger off, leave me alone, or whatever. You say hello, good luck to you. I've just got to work on myself. I think that's where we're at the moment. How do you feel about that? Because it looks like you're still spreading your love, but you're really focusing in on you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's a lot of us in this community are feeling that after that blue moon last week.
yeah. No, you're right, man. So I'm very sensitive to other people's energies, man. I feel it. I'll feel it if someone's not right, if someone's upset, if someone's sad, someone's happy, I'll know, you know.
Yep.
And so I need to keep my distance from big masses of people, and I love them all, but I can't be in big groups, man.
Yep.
And
but
I'll always do.
I get it.
Yeah. I need to keep my channel clear and pure, man. And yeah, so that's what was the question? Sorry.
No. It's exactly what I was just going on about, mate. That's fine. Yeah, exactly where you're at the moment, which is great. Could I just ask you with regards to your? I know you don't look for the future, but with all this great knowledge you've got, and as I said, the story you've got a story that people need to hear. All right, as far as I'm concerned, this is why you're here.
Thank you, brother.
And that's what we're going to put out. But tell us some key points about what you want to do in as a, we'll call it a spiritual warrior for use of a better word, and having those gifts that you've got. I mean, you're telling me live in the past, live in the now. How to live in the now, to control that ego, control that masculine energy, to give that, and just purely, which we're fighting at the moment, giving that love to people, or just say, "G'day, mate, how you going?" Tell us a bit about that, what you see.
Yeah, all right. I gotcha. So my purpose is you got to be the world you want to live in, man. You have to be the world you want to live in, man. I want everyone to be safe. I want everyone to feel loved, man. I don't want anyone crying. Like, I don't like just from being abused. I mean, you're always going to cry, you know? Yeah. Gotcha. But like, I want everyone to feel safe. I want everyone to feel healthy. I want everyone to be healthy. I want everyone to function properly, you know? Yep. So I always live by be the world you want to live in, man. Like I don't want to live in a dirty world, so I won't litter, you know? I want to live in a happy world, so I'll make someone happy. I'll try and make a joke somehow in like I'll try and make them laugh, you know? If it means me looking silly and them laughing and they walking off feeling good, I'll do it, you know? Like if I can make us...
Exactly. Keep going, sorry. Just dropped out a
little bit. Yeah, no, that's it, man. I just live by that, you know? We're all one. We're all the same, man. No one's better than anyone, you know? People have different experiences in a lot of things, you know? Someone might be an excellent martial artist or a football player, but it doesn't mean they're excelling in other areas, you know? Like everyone is equal. Everyone is born for something. Everyone has that special, and this is true, everyone has a special gift, man, that they can offer this earth, and that's why they're here, you know? And I think mine is, like I've been told, man, you need to be yourself. You just be yourself 100%. We need you here, and it's to help raise the frequency. Hold space for people to catch up, man. I'm actually a world bridger. So one of my main roles, I do heaps of stuff. Like I do a lot of stuff.
Let's talk about it. Go for it. This is a platform you can talk about anything, mate. Go for it.
Yeah. So basically, man, I'm here. Like I know I'm here, man, to help people raise their frequency to make it to the next realm. You know,
Okay.
like I'm
Yep.
on that bridge. And when they have that awakening, they're more than welcome, not just to come to me. And it's not an ego thing, man, because I don't need that. I just want to see them.
People will come to who are they connect to. As I do
Yeah,
similar things of similar experience. I wrote the Aussie affirmations, which you see on thing. Here we go, free plug.
yeah. I've been looking at that. Yeah, go.
Yeah, so same sort of thing. So they come to you because they need to see you for what
Yeah,
you can
well,
give to them, and then it's not. And as you said, it's not an ego thing, but there's people out there that once we get into that balance, and which we're both in it at the moment, people will come. And I hope this video helps us get out there and talk to people. Like we're talking to a lot of people on TikTok, mate. I see you, I see me, mate.
it's a beautiful community at the moment.
Mate, he's an amazing community. There's a guy by the name of Danny Searle. God rest him. He's passed on, and he brought us together. And like Dr. Trishini. There's a few others that came on Instagram that brought us all together, and this is where we've sort of moved since the pokeroo, if you want to call it that way. And with what you're doing, my friend, will you sort of move on to doing a little bit more videos on your journey now, like talking about it and then saying all these great things, and they're things that people need to hear?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Hang on, I'll answer two questions. All
Go
right.
for it.
Going back to the other one, being the world bridger, it's not like they come to me. It's like I welcome them to the realm, and
you're at the gate. So you're like a gatekeeper. Would you say a gatekeeper?
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess,
that sounds
but I'm there to welcome them, man. I'm there to like welcome them and just let them know, man, you got people like me and everyone, Jay, and everyone welcome, man. You can be the coolest dude and still do this, like you're safe, and welcome. You're not alone, and that's it. I'm just here to raise the frequencies from this low density that we've been incarnated into. So we can help them raise their frequencies and make this realm the realm it's supposed to be, the one that was stolen from us, and return it back to the people, back to everyone.
Mate. It's really funny. I'm a big Charmed fan, and I could see, and this was what's happening back in Charmed season 7 and 8. That's what's happening now. Yeah. And we're all coming together as the white lighters. Now, see, you need to do for you need to, for me, I don't know. I get this thing that I bring out things in people. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you need to be doing more speaking, because the way you speak and what you and the energy you've got, people need to hear it.
You're a legend, man. My friends say the same. And but you know what I love the most, man? My best work is done from behind the scenes, man. Like I stopped doing speeches on videos. And I just started playing frequencies and telling stories. But the thing is, like, I do every day. I'm not kidding, man. Every single day for my whole life, all I do is healings on people, and they don't even know it, man. That's all I do is healings, and I feel I'm a ninja, man. Like I'm like a spiritual warrior ninja, and I was like, I didn't want people to. I don't need them to say thank you, man. I don't need them to pat me on the back and go, you're a legend. And it's not, I mean, I appreciate it. But like, I don't need them.
It's not about that. It's about,
it's not about that. I just want to see them happy, man. I just want to see them living their life healthy.
It's the art of giving and receiving. I think, well, we as spiritual warriors, as we said, we were a lot. When we were younger, I think we were taken and we were giving. We didn't understand we weren't taught properly how to actually balance our energy, become the white warriors or the white lighters or whatever. Instead, we became people pleasers, but that was part of our journey.
So that's right.
We had to learn our own power. I mean, it was like, I'll be honest with you, it was like, 5 years, 45 years of where I was at. And you think, oh yeah, I'm here. No, you're nowhere near it, mate. And the last 5 years for me has been like I've transformed, especially coming from overseas as well. It's transformed again, into
completely new person.
Completely new. And the thing is, I think too, let me ask you this. when you because of the awareness what we've got, there's people out there. I know and it's not a case of giving. It's not a case of giving them, okay, so we've got 10 minutes on this first part and then we'll go into the second part, my friend. So there's people out there, number one, we know we don't align with everyone. That's not a problem. That's fine. But the hardest thing for a lot of us is actually seeing through people and understanding that, hang on, there's intent there. What are we going to, because we can feel that there's a negative vibe towards us because we're pure, mate. Okay. And then the hardest thing for a lot of people is to understand why that negative energy keeps coming at you. How do you, and so how do you, especially in this day and age of ego, how do you see yourself working and trying to change that directive? Because I know I've got a few ideas. Because you've got all the tools.
I do a lot of energy work. So a lot of energy and intentional work. So if I feel like this, I'm not kidding what I'm about to say. I deal with people every day at my work and they're threatening to kill people every single day, right? So I'll just give you a classic example. I had a guy, this is how I deal with it, man, when they're on a different wavelength, right? So there'll be a guy waving a baseball bat in everyone's face saying, I'm going to kill you, stand up. I'm going to kill you. Come on, kill me. Like, I'm going to kill you. Come on, stand up. And then I'll be at the other end. And instead of going up and going, hey, bro, this, that. So what I'll do, I'll just start my energy work, man. I'll picture him in a nice, beautiful, like magenta flame, man. Picture him in, if he's got like this guy had a helmet on for some reason. I pictured that helmet, a nice, beautiful magenta hat. Pictured him in a nice, beautiful magenta suit. And then I swear to God, within like 10 seconds, he sat down. He put down the bat.
Wow.
He sat down, right? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I just pictured him like I pictured this flame hugging him. And then next thing I got out my cabin, I walked down, I opened the doors and I can't say where I work on camera.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, I opened the doors. And I help people on and off, right near him though. So I'll just right near him, right? So I pretend I'm on a mission and I want him to join in on my mission. So I'll go and be helpful. I'll go share the love. And then I'll look over at him, go, hey brother, hey, how are you, man? You all good? And he'll go, yeah, all good. So, and then I storm back to where I am and I start going. And next thing, that person who was threatening to kill everyone is helping everyone out the doors, man. And being so polite.
What's the key? What's the key there? I mean, I work with
intention, man. Intentional and love. Intention. You gotta send your intentional love energy to them, and it'll change their negative energies. Man.
There's still tough love with regards to stuff that we have to give, and I think where I come from, being in the education system, there's tough love because of the fact what's happened is people have been given too much in a lot of ways. And you can get, and when you give them love, they take it for granted. Some people need to be shut down. How do you do that? Because I know I'm just blunt. I'm cowboy blunt, not rude anymore. Well, not anymore because I've actually healed myself a lot more in the last 5 years. Because there's obviously the healing you have to do within yourself. When you're speaking out, you're still healing yourself.
They're releasing and the healing.
But you have to understand where it came from. How do you find that? So if you find people that sort of they're crossing the line, and this is not
I use my
not with your work or anything like that, but just crossing the line. If you know where I'm going.
Yeah. You keep it short, but also Again, I use the intentional in my voice, man. I can control a situation with my voice.
Great.
With the tone in my voice, Yep. So I will make sure if a situation's getting out of control, man, people who are really narcissistic and stuff, they will hate the sound of my voice. They will nothing I say or do, they're gonna hate it. But,
this has been a great interview, seriously.
No, you're a legend, man. You're a legend. But I will set the tone in my voice to let them know that I'm stern. Yep. I'm a Hulk. I'm the Hulk inside, but I'm a lover, man. And you don't need to be like that with me because you don't threaten me and I don't threaten you. And I give them that look as in I look straight through them, man. I'm looking at the wall behind them, man. But I'm not looking at them like it's given them the look as in they're not a threat. You're not a threat to me. I'm not a threat to you. We're one, man. You know, and
We are one. And
so
a lot of people aren't seeing that, which is really sad. And that's why I say to you, that's what's being blunt. And also, I think the hardest thing is for us as energy workers is boundaries, because it's all personal. Because you have to remember that we're going through our own personal growth. I know I have with everyone, the personal growth that I've gone through, and I think the key is setting boundaries. And we might talk about that in the second part. But mate, we're going to call it for part one. We're going to give you a couple of minutes to get yourself a water. Mate, if you don't know what the purpose of this bloke is, he's an energy healer who has the skills and I'll say the powers like He-Man, right? Because he believes in himself and believes in his power to help others through living in the moment and teaching people to actually pull that masculine energy down and actually live your purpose. Okay, and balance yourself. See how we've all got different parts. This is Dave from Mountain, Melbourne. Part 2 coming up. He's going to go and get himself a water. So am I. And we're looking forward to getting to know the big fella over here in a couple of minutes' time. We look forward to seeing you.
You're a legend, man.
Take care.